What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Wednesday. Got a nice 11-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays on the slate. My money's 6. So before we get going, slap a like in the video if you're ready to go win some money here tonight. Let's try to get over 100 likes on this one. If we can hit that, thank you so much. And let's hop right into the plays. I mean, we had a pretty solid night last night. That Hawks LA game was really good for us. LeBron, Trae Young both balled out. Isaac was solid. Marcus Morris was solid. The only thing that really sucked was that JaVale McGee got in foul trouble, and he didn't play nearly enough minutes to get any value there. John Collins got a little bit of foul trouble and didn't get as many rebounds as he typically does. But all in all, pretty solid night last night, so let's keep it going here. This slate, honestly, it's really tough because there's a ton of good plays on it. And we got some injury news that's opening up a good amount of value, like Kawhi Leonard. He was listed questionable. I'm guessing he doesn't play in that one. And also Terry Rozier's out tonight alongside Kyrie Irving. So those are 2 injuries that can open up some things. And let's, like I said, first guy up though, Jokic. 10,100 here going against Sacramento. They aren't very good against centers. Jokic, immense upside here in this matchup. I think he can easily go for 60 plus, has triple-double upside. He's been killing it recently in some of these games. He's been a little bit down recently in 2 of these games against Miami and against Detroit. Those are some tough matchups. I mean, Whiteside is no slouch defensively, really good around the rim. Also, Drummond's pretty solid defensively, but against Willie Cauley-Stein, he's more of an offensive weapon. He isn't really that great at like kind of bodying guys around that are centers. So I think Jokic can get his own here in this matchup and get over 50 to 60 DraftKings points here and flare the triple-double. Like I said, so I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Kyle Lowry. Like I said, I'm assuming that Kawhi is out for this game, so they can just hold him out through the All-Star break, give him a nice week of rest. And Kyle Lowry is a guy that would obviously get an uptick in usage and ability to get drafting points. And he has a really good matchup going against Satoransky. Not a great defender. I think Lowry could get around 40 drafting points. I mean, he's had 2 good games recently against New York and Atlanta, somewhat kind of high-paced games, high-scoring affairs where you can fill it up with rebounds, assists, and he can score a little bit more here. In 3 games already against his team, he's averaging 43 drafting points, double-double in the 3 games on average. So a pretty solid sample, and he's been able to really have some big-time games whenever Kawhi's been out. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. Pretty obvious if Kawhi is out, and that game is at 7:30. So we should get word before lock if he is in or not. Like I said, I'm assuming he is out, though, at the moment. For my third guy, I'm going to go with Nance Jr., who maybe looked smart last game with 44 drafting points and 34 minutes against the Knicks. And he has another prime matchup going against the Brooklyn Nets, a team that really struggles against centers. Kevin Love is going to be out tonight, so Nance can definitely get around 35 minutes again here in this game. Zizic was questionable and ruled out last game. I'm assuming he's questionable. I honestly didn't even look at it, but I was just assuming that he's going to be questionable for this game. Yeah, it's questionable. He was ruled out last game. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing or not, but Nance seems locked in for 35 minutes regardless of his status, and has really big upside. He's been filling it up with points and rebounds recently. 3 double-doubles, actually 4, actually 5, actually 6 double-doubles in a row. So the guy's been on a tear, and this is another good matchup. The Nets, they allow a lot of rebounds to centers. They're ranked 20th out of 30 teams or whatever in the NBA at defensive rebound. So I think Nance can get a double-double pretty easily here as long as he stays out of foul trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. I'm going to go with Jamal Murray here. This is another guy that seems a little bit underpriced. We're talking a good matchup here going against Sacramento, against guards that do allow some high-scoring games. And Murray, he's just in a good spot. I mean, he killed it last time against Sacramento. I think he dropped like 30-something points, maybe even 40 points from the field. He is absolutely on fire. And this is a good spot. I mean, the Nuggets are implied 118 points. I think Murray can get it going here. He has really big upside when his shot starts dropping, like the 2 out of the last 3 games against Philly and Brooklyn, 40 and 42 drafting points. So definitely huge upside in this high-scoring game. Should be a pace uptick for the Nuggets here against Sacramento, a team that plays at a very fast pace. They score a lot of points, and their defense is pretty damn bad as well. So Murray and Jokic, nice pairing there. If this game stays close, they have really big upside. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. Then I'm going to go with that Gordon Hayward. He looked very good last night. It looked like Utah Jazz version Gordon Hayward. There is a little bit of concern, obviously, because it's a back-to-back. He is a guy coming off a very serious injury, but it seems like he's shaking off that rust. And I mean, with Kyrie Irving out, Gordon Hayward has looked a lot more comfortable on the court there with Kyrie Irving out. So, like, 3 of the last 4 games, if you look at it here, against Philly, Kyrie Irving was out in this game against the Clippers. Kyrie Irving left early in the second quarter. And then against Cleveland, he didn't play in that game. So, like, whenever Kyrie Irving has been out, he's had some big-time performances. And even earlier in the year, when Kyrie Irving was out for a few games, like against Minnesota, I believe he was out for one or both of those games. Hayward was able to put up around 40 DraftKings points, so he definitely has huge upside. Also, with Terry Rozier out of this game, they could kind of go with the bigger lineup and honestly have like Gordon Hayward maybe run the point a little bit. He is a guy that is a good facilitator. He's shown that in the past, and then this year he's had some pretty damn good assist numbers in some of these games. So at 4,800, really like the upside here going against Detroit, a team that does struggle against forwards and guards. They are pretty damn good down low. But Hayward won't really be contesting with the likes of Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there, though, as my 5th guy. Really good upside, like I said, with those 2 guys being out tonight. For my 6th guy, I'm going to go with Dion Waiters. I won with him last time. Same thing kind of stays. He has really good minute upside, 30. They got blown out in that game too, 30, 41, and 32 in the last 3. And also Dwayne Wade is questionable for this game, so their shooting guard depth is really gone, especially if D Wade is out. I mean, like I mentioned last time, they traded Tyler Johnson. They traded or just waived like Wayne Ellington. So not many shooting guards that really come by. If D Wade is out, Waiters could get like around 40 minutes again in this game if D Wade is out. So like really good minute upside. And he is a guy that is pretty active on the offensive end when he does play. 9 shots last game, 19 and 12 the last 3. And the assist rate was pretty good last time too. So good upside here, 4,300. Not sure why his price didn't go up a little bit more. And also Dallas does struggle against shooting guards, where they have this year. So if that trend continues, Waiters really good upside. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So you have 5,300 remaining per player, a good amount of money left, and we have guys that all have huge upside. Lowry could go for 40. Murray could go for 40. Hayward could go for 40, honestly. Nance could go for 40. Jokic could go for 60. Waiters could go for 30, maybe even 40 if he catches fire. So I hope you guys enjoyed the play. Enjoyed the plays. We'll be back here again tomorrow. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to continue to get these NBA DraftKings picks the remainder of the season. I wish you guys the best of luck on this slate. I'll update you guys with any plays on Twitter at MoneyWebby if any other news comes out with injuries and stuff like that. But good luck, and we'll see you back here again next time.